Hello everybody, welcome to AFB Gaming if you're new. So I know what you're thinking, why am I watching Black Ops gameplay? Well, I wanted to tell you guys that I just didn't have any relevant gameplay to what I'm going to talk about, but I do want to talk about what they're calling Update 11, or Shadows of the Hist, which is the Dungeon DLC pack that will be coming out on PC and Mac on August 1st and August 16th for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. This is confirmed. All my information that I'm going to share with you guys is confirmed, and I will post links to it in the description so you can do your own research if for whatever reason you don't believe me. First off, I'm gonna go through the little details that they have, and then I'm gonna actually read the public test server patch notes, which is live currently, and I'm actually even going to try to include what's it called, the new sets, the new monster sets, which I'll get to in a second, what they do, what they look like. And these are the monster sets are the only thing that aren't 100% in my opinion, so you can do your own research on that as well, and I will do more, and I will update you guys the more I learn. But so we're gonna start off with the price details. It is gonna cost crowns because technically it is an update. It's gonna be it's basically gonna be 1,500 crowns, I believe. Yeah, 1,500 crowns in the ESO crown store, and then they have a bundle, of course, if you want it, and it's got, let's see here, it's got the DLC pack. Looks like you get a weird glowing guar type thing, and then that turtle in Hugh's Bane that you can kill, the mod something, Hajmota hatchling pet, and then 5 crown experience scrolls. So it comes up to 2 dungeons, experience scrolls, and now a pet. It's only 1,000 more crowns. I don't know if that's worth it. I personally don't like Argonian style anything, but I guess that's gonna be the thing for me. So basically it's 2 new dungeons, but what people are really freaking out over is the style parlor, and it's going to be able to customize your change your name, customize your name, race, appearance. They're going to have new hairstyles, adornments, and markings, so tattoos, face paints, all that good stuff. The only thing that I don't like is, here it goes, Appearance change tokens. These tokens allow for complete modification of one character's appearance, including but not limited to hairstyles and colors, adornments, face and body markings, facial features, eye color, age, body and face shape, as well as a selected voice. A race change token grants you everything that the appearance change tokens do, plus the ability to change one's character race to one available for that character and account. So what that means is you are still going to need any race, any alliance pack, which I personally don't agree with 100%, but it's out there, so there's nothing I can do about it. So if you don't have that for whatever reason, then you can't switch to, like, say if you don't have that, you're in the Elviri Dominion and you have a Widow Sorcerer and you want to make a Breton Sorcerer. If you don't have that pack, you won't be able to do it. You can make a High Elf, which is arguably better, but that's a different story. And it will cost crowns. How much does not say here so far. We don't know. But you can also change your name. Let's see. Tokens, purchase a name change token. Once purchased, you can use name change token on the character select screen to change the character's name. Okay, and then they have premium hairstyles, adornments, and markings also in the crown store. So you probably have to pay to have cooler hair, which I also don't agree with again, but that's what it is. Costume dyeing, that's the new thing coming in. And dye stamps. Dye stamps are going to be interesting. If you don't have a lot of dyes, so you don't do a lot of PvE or something, or maybe you just are bad at putting dyes together like me, I have like maybe 3 that I use. I don't know. It just depends. But they're gonna have pre-made die stamps, which is cool. I mean, there's that, but I don't know. You're gonna have to buy them, and they'll probably put them out. Everything's gonna be bought, so that's gonna kind of suck. But the base game patch is gonna include console text chat, which I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I think everybody's gonna need a what's that little thing underneath the controller, you know, where you can actually type. It's like an actual keyboard and whatnot. But if you don't have that, then that console text chat is kind of dumb, if you ask me. Ethereum Archive and Hellra Citadel trial improvements, including normal and veteran modes, revamped rewards, and level scaling. So basically, they're doing the same thing that they did to Sanctum Ophidia with these guys. They're updating older sets, and they have 4 new crafting styles. Oh snap, I didn't even read that part. I'm a crafter, I like crafting everything. New crafting styles are going to be Akatosh, Dark Brotherhood, Dromothra, and Minotaur. So, boom, there's that Minotaur. You probably already know what it looks like, judging off the Moriquas, the Moriquas thing. I forgot what it's called. It's a set. If you do hear voices over my voice, I apologize. For some reason, it recorded my party audio, and I wasn't able to cut out all of it, so I do apologize. And I also apologize if the volume's a little too loud. But so we're gonna have that stuff, all of those new styles and whatnot. It's on the public test server. Like I said, I'll get on that and let you guys know what happens. They're doing pre-launch events, which are going to be the basic things, you know, the Q&As, what's it called? What are those things called? Like podcasts and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's their version of details. My version of details are the actual patch notes. So I'm going to read right off the patch notes and show you guys what I think is the most important thing. So I'm going to go basically with the new features, updates, and big changes, quote unquote. The 2 new dungeons, I haven't tried them. I hope they're fun. I hope they're kind of difficult, not going to lie. I just don't want them to be like Imperial City Prison difficult, like before they made it super easy. I mean, it was kind of fun, but whatever. New monster masks. Let me get to that. Okay. New item sets. Those I'm not too sure of. And then base game patch, blah blah blah. We're gonna just kind of scroll down. Cradle of Shadows and Ruins of Mazatoon are gonna be the names. Here we are. Hellra Citadel and Ethereum Archive improvements. So both trials now have normal and veteran mode. You have to do it on Champion Rank 60 on veteran mode in order to get on the leaderboards. New sets, well, not new sets, but the old sets they're revamping. We have Akaviri Dragon Guard, Nicholas, Red Mountain, Salvation, Soaks of the Sun, and Sirabane's Grit. Red Mountain was a decent set. It was an amazing Nicholas. It's a good tanking one. Soaks of the Sun I actually did like. It did a lot more flame damage, so if you had like a magic Dragonite that was focused on flame, I think that would be really cool. But if you have a Dark Elf magic Dragonite, I think those are going to be pretty overpowered soon, especially since they're updating the races. Now that you can race change, they're going to totally change, well not totally change, they're going to change a lot of things for the racial passives that might change the game quite a bit. And I'm actually for some of them. Some of them are kind of lame, but some of them are pretty good. I'll get to that in a second. So, those sets that I said previously, Akaviri Dragon Guard and so on, dropped from Ethereum Archive at Champion Rank 160. 7 older sets from Hellra are going to be the Dark Stride, Ice Furnace, Necromancer, Necropotent, Storm Knight, Stygian, and Warlock. The Warlock set was very sought after, and I would imagine is going to go for a lot. They're going to do Dragonstar Arena improvements, and then they're going to drop Archer's Mind, Destruction Master, Footman, and Healer sets, all at Champion Rank 160. Yeah, Footman and Healer are back. If you never used those before, well, I hope you do now. They're also adding Cyrodiil Town Capture for the PvPers over there. It's going to be kind of chaotic in my opinion, but I guess we'll figure it out, right? Anyway, so champion points, that's a big deal. Champion point cap has been raised by a total of 30 points, 10 in each red, blue, and green constellation. So the champion point experience curve has been automatically adjusted with this new cap so that earlier champion points require less experience and can be earned faster. Basically, they're making the catch-up thing even easier, making it super easy to get champion points, and they're raising it by 30, so it's going to be, what, 531? My argument here is, I don't know why people are golding out 160 stuff if it's just going to be raised. So, if you have gold 160, and then all of a sudden you can use 180 or 200, it's going to be pretty outdated, and it's going to be a big waste, so I'd rather save up. But, I would actually save up money not for items and stuff, but for something else that I'll get to in a second. Yeah, it's happening. Racial passive abilities, updates, leather material from clothing surveys. So clothing surveys now include a small number of furrier trap harvest codes, which can be found at different locations, and these traps harvest raw leather material to the same tier as the clothier plant nodes. So instead of just getting ancestor soap from all of them, now you might be able to get rubidol leather, which is great because it was probably the hardest to get. Not the hardest to get if you farmed for it, but if you didn't want to farm for it, it's kind of hard to get. Whatever. Also, they're doing undaunted chest improvements, so the gold will always drop a monster shoulder set, silver will often drop a monster set, and then the bronze chest will occasionally drop a monster set. So now, even if you have the bronze key, you still have a chance of getting a monster shoulder. It'll probably be green though, rather than blue or purple, but at least you got it, right? Anyway, so let's see. The tooltips, world building. This I want to read directly off the patch notes, so no one confuses what I'm saying here. World building. A few new buildings were added to several zones, and the zone maps were updated accordingly. These buildings are not accessible at this time. In some of these locations, wildlife and/or bystanders were removed or adjusted to make way for the new construction. In addition, some residents have been moved from their homes, and those buildings are no longer accessible. These changes are in preparation for the upcoming release of player housing. Sometime next year in 2017, they will release player housing. I don't have any more information than that. Once I get it, I will let you guys know, because that is freaking awesome. Can't wait. But anyway, so this is the available templates, costume dyes, crafting, damage health, drain health, and gradual ravage health potions are dealing damage multiple times per tick. I think these are known issues. These are known issues, yeah, for right now in the public test server. Sorry, that one. And we're gonna go down. Sorry, I'm literally really reading off the patch notes so I don't misinform any of you guys. Okay. Well, here's some class changes. Wait, these are known issues. Okay, so right now on the public test server, for a Nightblade, the Shadow Cloak ability is granting, it's more, fix an issue with its invisibility granted by this ability, and its morphs is being broken by certain cast time and charge abilities, such as Uppercut and Critical Charge. Alright, these are still issues, what? Sorry guys. Alright, racial passives, updated racial passives. Oh man, I gotta cut this short-ish. Okay.
Strike was weak.
So, Argonian skills. Amphibious. This passive ability has been renamed to Resourceful. Also, it no longer increases your swim speed by 50%. It now increases your max magic by 1, 2, and 3 percentages, and continues to restore 4, 8, to 12% of your max health, magic, and stamina whenever you drink a potion. Now, the racial passive Quick to Mend now increases your healing done by 3, 6, and 9% instead of increasing your healing received by 3, 6, and 9%. And Restoration Expertise. This ability has been renamed to Amphibian. Also, in addition to the current benefit, it now increases your swimming speed by 50%. So, you haven't lost your quick swims. Damn. but now they're also better healers. Not that they weren't in the first place, arguably, but now they actually heal more than anyone else. Breton skills, light armor affinity. This passive ability has been renamed to Opportunist. In addition to the current benefit, it now increases your alliance points gained by 1%. That's right, 1%. I don't know if that's good or not. It bothers me, but whatever. Dark Elf skills. This is what I was talking about. Ambidextry. This passive ability has now been renamed to Ashlander. Also, in addition to the current benefit, it now reduces your damage taken from lava by 50%. Okay. So, it still gives you that little bonus to dual wielding, but now lava, you take 50% less damage. It's still going to kill you. It's just going to kill you slowly because you're used to it. Whatever. Flame talent. This is a big one. This passive ability has been renamed to Destructive Ancestry. Also, in addition to the current benefit, it now increases your frost shock damage by 0, 1, and 2%. So it increases your overall elemental damage, which is pretty cool. So now a Dark Elf could be used for, Sorcerer, Dragon Knight, everything. Dark Elf just amazing, in my opinion, for anything magic or even stamina. It's a really good, flexible race. However, no one really wants to look like a Dark Elf.
Hello,
I mean, if you do, then whatever. But, yeah. So, High Elf skills, Destruction talent. This passive has now been renamed to Highborn, and in addition to its current benefit, it increases experience gained by 1%. Again, not a lot. 1% is absolutely nothing. I mean, it's cool, but it'd be cooler if it was like a lot more. Imperial skills, Shield Affinity has been renamed to Diplomat, and along with what it has now, you get extra gold by 1%. So increases gold gained by 1%. Khajiit skills. Khajiit has got a good one too. Medium Armor Expertise has been renamed to Cut Purse. So in addition to the current benefit, it now increases your chance to successfully pickpocket by 5%. Robust Constitution has been renamed to Nimble. It no longer increases your health recovery by 6, 13, and 20%. It now increases your max stamina by 2, 4, and 6%, and continues to increase your stamina recovery by 3, 6, and 10%. So no more health recovery. Now it's just max stamina and stamina recovery, and increases pickpocket skills. So Khajiit Nightblade is going to be pretty OP. Nord skills. Two-handed weapon expertise has been renamed to Reveler. In addition to the current benefit, it now increases the duration of any consumed drink by 15 minutes. I get it, because they drink a lot. Funny stuff. I get it. No, but really. It kind of actually makes sense. Robust. This passive has been renamed to Stalwart, and now increases your health recovery by 6, 13, and 20%, down from 10, 20, and 30%, and your max stamina by 2, 4, and 6%. Orc skills, Heavy Armor Expertise has been renamed to Craftsman. In addition to the current benefit, it now increases your inspiration gains by 10%. So, if you want a crafter, you should probably make it an orc now. Yay! Anyway, Robust has been renamed to Unflinching and now increases your health recovery by 6, 13, and 20%, down from 10, 20, and 30%, and your healing received by 1, 3, and 5%. Why do they do this? I don't know. They nerfed some of these and buffed some, and some are just dumb and some don't matter. I don't know. Here's the one that bothered me. Redguard skills. This is the only thing they changed. Shield Affinity has been renamed to Wayfarer. In addition to the current benefit, it now increases the duration of any consumed food by 15 minutes. So you can argue that that's useful, but I really would have liked to get something a little cooler. None of my business though. And then Wood Elf skills. Archery Expertise has been renamed to Acrobat. Also, in addition to the current benefit, it now reduces your fall damage by 10%. So, I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean, in PvP, you could jump off of freaking anything, I guess, and you wouldn't die from the cliffs and shit, but whatever. There's that. So that's the biggest thing there, was the, racial passive changes. I'm guessing that they're going to be doing that for, the race change things. I guess they had to change it for that, but I guess it makes more, some of them make more sense. They kind of fall in line with like the Skyrim things. Like in Skyrim, if you were an Imperial, you found more gold places. It didn't necessarily say by a certain percent, but I mean, whatever. whatever. They also have a lot of changes to the sets that are going to be dropping. Sorry, the sets that are going to be dropping in the new trials. Healer's Habit. This item set bonus has been changed to grant minor mending from what it used to be, and I'm going to read I guess I'll read all of them. Blessing of the Potentates fixed an issue where this item set ultimate cost reduction bonus is not multiplicative with other sources of ultimate cost reduction. Coat of the Red Mountain significantly increases the item set flame damage proc, but can now only occur once every 2 seconds. Dark Stride now reduces the cost of sprint and crouch by 50% instead of 35%. Footman's Fortune reduced the amount of block mitigation provided by this item set to 8%, down from 12%. So they kinda debuffed it. Cool. I didn't know that. Sorry. Healer's Habitat. Oh, I read that one. Hide of the Werewolf. This one's actually pretty cool. I really like this one. I don't know if it'll be super useful. It definitely won't replace Hunting's Raid or anything, but I mean, if you're a werewolf and you have a couple of werewolves, I think this would be pretty cool. So they updated the 2, 3, and 4 bonus sets to provide max health, max stamina, and weapon damage instead of physical resistance, max health, and max stamina, which, if you ask me, is pretty good. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it actually, Hide of the Werewolf makes you do more damage while getting a wolf, so that would actually be really, really cool. Ice Furnace, the item set flame damage proc has been increased and it now hits all targets within an 8-meter radius. Leeching Plate fixed an issue where the heal from this item set proc was double dipping with a critical strike chance modifier. Necropotence, this item set max magic bonus has been changed to a flat value instead of a percentage. Robes of Destruction Mastery, the max magic bonus has been changed to a flat value instead of percentage. Robe of the Necromancer. Where was I? I totally just lost my spot reading, I'm sorry. This item set no longer drops at endgame levels, Champ 160. The set will be adjusted and reintroduced in a later update. So Necromancer will not be dropping at endgame levels. No. I like that set, damn it. And it looked cool too. Whatever. Saviour's Hide. This item set now also increases your weapon damage while in werewolf form, in addition to reducing the werewolf transformation cost. Yes, I like my werewolves and I like anything that helps us. Silks of the Sun. This item set now increases your flame damage by a flat amount instead of a percentage. Storm Knight's Plate increased the proc chance on this item set to 10% from 5% and significantly increased the proc's shock damage. Also updated this item set's 3 and 4 piece bonuses to provide spell resistance and max health respectively, rather than providing spell damage for both. Well, I guess that kind of balances it out. Whatever. Searbane's Grip. Clarified the tooltip for this item set proc to say that it only functions when blocking an ability that deals flame, frost, shock, or magic damage. The proc can now occur only once every second. I'm not really sure what that means since I haven't used Searbanes. I just kind of always sold it. Baron's Law fixed an issue where this item set bonus damage next to your... What? Fixed an issue where this item set bonus damage to your next area of effect attack was only applying to one target instead of all of its targets. And then they continue to fix all this other issues with the game itself as far as quests and whatnot. So that is actually it. Wow. That's all the stuff. Now, I want to actually talk about the monster sets, the new monster sets. I have seen pictures that people have put up in different places and whatnot. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to say this is 100% happening, but so here's one of the sets that appears, Hajmota's Visage, part of the Mighty Chudan set. 0 2 items. The first one adds 1,376 spell resistance and physical resistance. The two-piece, while equipped, you gain major ward and minor resolve, or major ward and major resolve, increasing physical and spell resistance by 5,280. So it's a tanking set. However, I did see a different one, and I don't know where it went. It was actually really interesting because it was a 2-piece monster set, and what it did was it added weapon damage as the 1 piece. Like Molag Kina, you know how it adds like 129 weapon damage and spell damage for the 1 piece, except this one didn't do spell damage as well. It only did weapon damage. And then the what's it called? The 2-piece. It was weird. It was like a 10% chance to make poison spores float forward, and they did like over 10,000 amount of like disease damage and stuff like that. It was a really weird set, but some people were saying it could replace Valken Scoria because of the fact that it did disease damage, and we all know poison and disease damage are just up there with this update, and stamina builds are the new meta and shit like that. But I don't know. Some people were like, well, it should give us spell damage too, so people are gonna put it with Molag Kina. You know, they're gonna have 1 piece Kina, 1 piece whatever, and they're gonna have an extra like almost 300 weapon damage. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, they say it's crazy, but to be honest with you, we're already maxed level. We have to get better, and the only way to get better is to pump one up. They're gonna pump up stamina users, and then, I don't know, who knows, with the next couple updates, they're gonna pump up magic again. You know, they mess it up like that, so that's what they do. That's their job, literally. A couple of other things that are gonna be popping up, as far as I know. There's going to be some new costumes. There's going to be 3 different assassin costumes. The Breton hero costume should be coming in, at least I hope it is. 3 different Fighters Guild costumes, and they'll probably be in costume packs. I just, you know, this is again not 100% confirmed yet. I will confirm it, and I'll let you guys know. Then we have, I think, let's see, those are costumes. Undaunted gear, they are going to have a Atronach, like, monster set. These are new monster sets, I'm not just saying this. They're going to have an Atronach set, a Centurion set, Clan Fear, Olivia, Crocodile, Dreg set, Flesh Atronach set, Giant Spider, Lamia set, Lurcher set, Pirate Skeleton set, Spider, Storm Atronach, Dune Ripper, Troll, and Zivali, or Zivkal, whatever. Those are like the Daedric Slave Masters and whatnot. And then they're gonna have, what's it called? Skeletal Senshi, Skeletal Guar, and probably Skeletal Wolf. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. I apologize. So, the more info that comes out, the more I'll bring to you guys. I hope that you liked the gameplay that I showed you. If not, then I totally understand. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you like it and want to see some more or stuff like that. I do apologize again. I know I didn't have relevant gameplay, but I might be doing Call of Duty or other games in the future, so I wanted to get you guys kind of ready for it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.